I'm at that point now where I'm just constantly tired all the time, forever, man. I'm at that point. I'm so tired, and I have no right to be. It's not that late. It's 9 o'clock. I'm just so tired all the time. What's up, everybody? Demon back. Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing another Godzilla vs Kong discussion video. Godzilla vs Kong, Apex. Remember when I did my IMDb discussion video a while ago? We talked about Apex. What is Apex? I told you guys, leave your comments down below on what you guys thought Apex was, and I would read some of your guys' best theories in a video. You guys didn't really give me a lot. No one really had that many theories. I do have a couple written down, and I have some of my own. So we're going to be talking about what we think Apex is. For those of you who don't know, Godzilla vs Kong has a new group called Apex. They are listed in the IMDb for the movie, and supposedly they are very important to the film according to just what people think on the internet. Apex is potentially a new something. I personally think that it might be a rival group to Monarch. I don't quite know what that means. I think that they will be the human antagonist for the movie, whether that means they're going to be terrorists or just a government facility or organization trying to wipe out the Titans. I don't know, but I do think they are going to be a human-led organization hell-bent on killing the Titans. That is what I anticipate they will be. Or at the very least, I think they're going to try and weaponize the Titans. If not to weaponize them against each other, I think they could weaponize Godzilla against Kong or Kong against Godzilla. Something like that. You know, we saw that same similar concept play out in 1962's King Kong vs. Godzilla, where the Japanese government weaponized King Kong against Godzilla. I think something like that may happen here with Apex pulling the strings, trying to get Godzilla and Kong to fight each other. Or I think something else that could play into this is that they are trying to kill the Titans, and Monarch does not want them to kill the Titans, which is why Monarch would obviously be at odds with them. All right, here are some of you guys' theories. Some of these are weird. This one's kind of a weird one, but it'd be certainly interesting if they did it. The theory is that Apex is a fraud group led by De La Rosa. I still don't know how you say that. Dr. De La Rosa, who, if you don't remember, was mentioned in the Godzilla King of the Monsters end credits. This is the person who was claiming that the Mutos were an inside job and that Monarch was developing bio-titans on Skull Island, and that Monarch was not building a mechanized titan. So that is this individual. So this theory states that De La Rosa is trying to get US funding by running a smear campaign on Monarch. So the King of the Monsters post-credits thing, that's part of their smear campaign. They are trying to ruin Monarch's image so that they can develop a more stable, more powerful version of the Oxygen Destroyer. Of course, we learned in King of the Monsters, the one implemented in battle against King Ghidorah and Godzilla was a prototype. So this individual is trying to create the finalized version of the Oxygen Destroyer, and their plan is to wipe out all of the Titans with the help of the US Army, or at the very least, similar to what the US Army had in mind. Now that theory comes from Monstratoron, I don't know how to say her name, but that's who that comes from. Like I said, certainly an interesting theory. I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. I'll say that's not what I think is going to happen, but it would certainly be interesting to have a smear campaign run against Monarch by this individual trying to fund the Oxygen Destroyer. Now, personally, I don't think we're going to hear anything from De La Rosa in this new movie. I don't think that there is going to be a smear campaign led against Monarch, and I don't see the Oxygen Destroyer returning. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think the Oxygen Destroyer has had its Monsterverse use, and that's it. As for the smear campaign idea, I just think it would be difficult to believe that the people of Earth, or at least of the United States, would turn on Monarch after the events of Godzilla King of the Monsters, when Monarch aided Godzilla and saved the world by reviving Godzilla. I just don't think that's going to totally happen. I think people are going to be down for Monarch in the new movie. Here's another theory. It is going to be a rival group to Monarch that isn't explicitly evil, but has different motives than Monarch, different morals than Monarch. They want to access Monarch's containment sites in order to use the plans to destroy the Titans. So the fail-safes that Monarch has in place, they want to use those to wipe out all the Titans, and so they're going to be trying to get access to Monarch's facilities to do that. They might be a new organization, a small organization, or an offshoot of Monarch themselves. So maybe this is just a rogue group, or maybe this is just a different group entirely. Now that theory comes from Godzilla 154. I don't think that's totally going to happen either. I think if Apex is going to be in this new movie, they're going to more of be definitive antagonists. I can't see them being just a group with different morals than Monarch in terms of trying to play it safe legally. You know, if they're trying to get access to Monarch's containment sites by breaking in and taking over Jonah Allen style, I could see that happening, but I can't see it happening the other way where they're, you know, going through the proper government methods of attaining access to these facilities. abilities. But yeah, I do think that is an interesting theory, and I do think that is more or less what we are going to see, just a group that isn't explicitly evil, but is definitely morally ambiguous and definitely is going to be at odds with Monarch. That is what I think is going to be the case. Here's a theory submitted by lots and lots of people, and I mean a lot of people. It is that Apex is a division in Monarch, so it's not a separate entity from Monarch, but it is a division in Monarch that specializes in Alpha Titans. So the reason it's called Apex is because they specialize in the Alpha Titans. I like that theory a lot. Again, from everything we've heard, Apex is going to be more of a bad guy than anything else. So yeah, I would say that a division in Monarch specializing in alphas isn't quite what they're going to be, but that would make sense, wouldn't it? Apex being a division in Monarch, or Godzilla and Kong and Ghidorah, I could totally see that being a thing. But again, from everything I've been told, I just think they're going to be more of antagonists than anything else. Another one that I've heard a lot is that Apex is an anti-Monarch focused group that is human oriented. So they want the survival of the human species at the eradication of the Titans. So they want the Titans to be gone so that humans can reign supreme and not have to worry about giant gods wiping us out. Again, I do think this is a big potential. I don't know if this is actually going to be the case, but this does lend itself to the potential plot that we have for the movie, where I think we've heard the official plot that says there's going to be a human conspiracy that threatens to wipe out human and Titan alike. And then we've heard a supposed more in-depth version of the plot, which stated that there was a human conspiracy focused on wiping out the Titans as well. Again, the thing that with that theory is, if Apex is trying to wipe out the Titans, I don't know how that could have ramifications that would wipe out the human race as well. If all the Titans are gone, the human race will do what we're doing now. You know, if all the Titans are gone, the world's not going to fall out of balance the way it would if, say, Godzilla was the only Titan to go away. If Godzilla died, or if Kong died, then the world would fall out of balance because the other Titans would wipe us out. But if all the Titans were killed, then humanity would just do what we do best, and we'd slowly kill ourselves over a long period of time, and it wouldn't be an immediate threat like, you know, how it is in real life. So that's kind of the way I view it. Is the reason I think that maybe Apex is going to be more of a definitive bad guy than just let's wipe out the Titans for humanity's sake, is because there is the potential that they are going to wipe out both humanity and the Titans with their conspiracy, according to the plot that we have for the movie so far. So that's what I'll say for that, but I do like that idea. I think that one is probably going to be one of the closer ideas, and it is a nice inversion of what we saw in Godzilla King of the Monsters with Emma Russell. Now we kind of see the opposite. We see the response to Emma Russell with this other group. Another one that I've heard is that Apex creates mechs or bio-titans or whatever. Maybe they're a division of Monarch, maybe they're not. It doesn't matter. They are just an organization that is creating Mechagodzilla. That's the one, right? That's what we are all talking about when we say mechs. They're creating Mechagodzilla or bio-titans. Maybe they're messing around creating a Biolante. Maybe they're trying to infuse King Kong with King Ghidorah's DNA. Who knows? All that people are saying is that they're doing something like that. They are kind of connected to that Dr. De La Rosa quote, where they are really tampering with playing God in a whole nother level. So we will see if something like that happens as well. They're trying to create things that can go toe-to-toe with Apex predators. Get it? Apex? They're trying to build things that can fight Apex predators, Mechagodzilla, Bio-Titans, whatever. They're trying to create things that they can control. And that's a potential as well. I think the more likely potentials are that they are just straight up villains trying to kill all life for the sake of their bad guys, or that they are human oriented and want the Titans dead, or they could just straight up be Jonah Allen's group. That is the other theory I've heard a lot, which is it's Alan Jonah's group from Godzilla King of the Monsters. Apex is just either a group that he's joined, or Apex is his organization, the group that we saw in King of the Monsters. Now we just have a name for them. The reason I don't think that's the case is because they don't want to wipe out the Titans, and it sounds like the bad guys in the movie, the human bad guys, are going to want to wipe out the Titans based off that plot we've gotten. So that's the reason that I shoot that one down, is I just don't think Alan Jonah would want the Titans dead. Even if Godzilla did restore balance to the world, I still think he would probably view overall everything that happened in King of the Monsters as a success. I don't think he'd want Godzilla dead. I just don't see that being the case. I think he can see the need for Godzilla. I think he can understand that. And so that is what I predict. I don't predict that he's going to be the one leading this group, but I've heard the other theory that maybe he just joined it because he couldn't fund his own group anymore. Maybe he just joined this group of mercenaries who want to wipe out all the life on the planet, and he's going to slowly try and take over and then run things to his ideals, where he's weaponizing Titans against humanity again. That is a huge potential as well. I think that is the second biggest possibility. So I think the big possibilities are it's either just an anti-Titan organization, or it is just straight up bad guys, which is the opposite end of the spectrum, anti-human organization, pro-Titan. So we'll see what route they go with it when the movie comes out. out. Until then, it's all speculation until we start to get a trailer and a little bit more of information, until we get something tangible. That's all we've got at the moment. We don't really know. Who knows? What if Apex is just cut from the movie entirely? Unlikely, but it could happen. Well, that does it for this one, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next time for the next one. D-Man out.